Hey, my sugar bears, welcome back to my channel, Bougie AF. It's your host, Nicole. It's where I say stay bougie on them. It's me feeding you feminism for the soul. It's my soul food offering. It's where I apply pressure to issues by being critical and logical. Now, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, let's get to the commentary where I can guarantee you I will be doing too much because that's just me. And like Sheree said, who's gonna check me, boo? Welcome, Black y'all. You are tuned into the Bougie AF channel, and it's your girl, Nicole. So listen, we're just regular today, we're just doing some talking. But listen, I will be completely honest. I will be talking some ish in this video, but it won't be too much over the talk. Still going to be doing too much as I do. If this is your first time here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Most definitely appreciate any type of support and love. Okay, so let's get into it. So I have two stories that I wanted to talk to you about. So I have the Instagram pulled up. I'm in these streets. I'm in these streets, and I'm on these Instagram streets, and I'm on the shade room, of course, to get our little feeling of what we, what's been going on out in these streets and these celebrities and stuff like that. So I had two stories, and I think the theme of like what I want to talk to today is about goofy ass behavior, right? Goofy ass behavior, times where you come out and you kind of contradict yourself, and maybe you just don't know it. Maybe no one has brought it to your attention. And I just think here at the Bougie AF channel, that is our job to bring certain things to people's attention. Now, when it comes to things that we cover and the things that I give my opinion, my goal is to critically think about things and make you critically think about things, right? I think a lot of times we say things and we even believe things and we don't know why we say them. We don't know why we believe what we believe because we've never sat back to examine what is it that we actually believe, right? And how do we get to believing it, and whether or not it's really what you think it is, right? That's really important. I think a lot of times, even in terms of religion or whatever you may believe in as your ideology, sometimes you do have to sit back and realize, did someone place this ideology here with me, right? Did someone place the way I think, right? So yeah, I'm just going to talk about a couple goofy ass things that I seen out here. I also wanted to give this little update, like a little bougie update. That's what I'm gonna do for now on. Well, I'm gonna try to do as much as possible, where I just provide you with some things and just talk about me, myself, just so that way you guys can, get to know who I am. So I was on Facebook, right? And don't forget to follow me on the Instagram at Bougie AF _ISH. And then I'm on Twitter as I am _Bougie _AF, right? So don't forget to follow me on those things. And I follow back. If you just say I've seen the show, I'll follow you back. All right. I'm sorry. So I put on Facebook the other day. Oh, let me see if I can bring it up. And let me see if I have a picture of it. There was this meme. And y'all can tell me, because I actually really do want to know people's opinions about it. There was this meme that Bootsy had shared on. Okay. And so I have been out there, like, life happens, things happen. You get around and be friends with the wrong type of people. You tend to, and are those type of people out there that think that everybody around me, I can learn something from, which you should be able to learn something from everybody around you, like anybody, right? So I think if anybody's around me, you can learn from me, right? But then it becomes that insidious, disgusting way of thinking where, oh, if you can't help me, then I don't need to be around you, or we don't need to be friends. I ain't getting nothing from this relationship. Run away from that project ass mentality, right? I was listening to Divested something, and she had used this term, and I wish I had it pulled up and ready to go. And she was talking about this parasitic mindset that some people have, and I call it the project mindset, where as if though you think that anybody who comes around you, or if somebody has more than you, that they should be given back. And I most definitely believe in giving back. I have donated more time than most people who talk shit about me, right? I've volunteered, I've done so much, I've mentored, like I've done all of this stuff, right? But your haters is never gonna mention that, right? What they will say is how they weren't able to come up off you, so you weren't useful for them, right? I can't get nothing out of her. She ain't willing to give back, as if though they're a fucking charity that you signed up for. I mean, please understand where I'm coming from. You don't get to tell somebody what charity they get to invest in, right? But you also don't get to come around somebody new, like somebody who don't know you that well, and think that they got to give you a motherfucking thing, right? So I think it's really important. Like if I come around you and we just starting off friends, your objective shouldn't be, oh, I want to see what I can get off of this person. What the value does this person add to my life? Outside of getting up and going kiki and laughing and having some fun together, that's the only expectation that you should have of new niggas in your life. That's period upon period. Anything outside of that, I don't know you. Right? And you got to make sure people's intentions are good, right? Because a motherfucker will expect you to be all types of a dope and great friend, right? And the whole time, I don't really like her all like that. I just be trying to see what I ain't got it. She cool. Sometimes motherfuckers don't be really fucking liking you, but if you can get you to do something for them, right? Then you cool. You all right. Right? Sit in your face and tell you how you their favorite person, but be in everybody else's face saying something completely fucking different. And let me tell you something. I may talk a lot of shit, and I do, but I talk that shit in people's face, right? So I've had somebody that I was friends with, and I'm just like, yo, I'm not hard up for no friends. I'm not buying no friends, right? So, because when her sister asked me to buy a drink, I thought that was fucking weird, because if I'm not fucking you, like, what is we talking about? And I don't do women, right? So I peeped game right then and there, right? This is after, this is after trying to ask me for $250 to go on a vacation, some type of trip or something. Just started hanging out with you. I can't give you 250 of my hard-earned dollars. I don't know you, right? You ain't trying to run off with my shit. And that just is what it is, because you don't know people's intentions, right? I tell you all that because this is what I am seeing throughout a friendship of mine, right? And I'm like, nah, something ain't right. I'm seeing how she owes other people. I'm seeing how she, dogged out her cousin who she owed money, called all these girls on three-way. I'm seeing all of this, right? And dogged out her cousin because her cousin just wanted her money back. And she wanted to take her cousin's money that she owed her and pay for her nigga some clothes that just got out of jail, who was not her nigga before he went in jail. But let's get back to the topic, right? I am seeing all of this, right? And I'm paying attention to it because you know what? At the end of the day, what somebody would do to somebody else, they'll do to you, right? And that's extremely important. And I think more or less sometimes we forget that aspect about life, right? You can't overlook what somebody did to somebody else and think that they were just fake and fucked up to that person, right? They not like that, or they don't move like that. No. At grown ages, right? Because me and this girl is grown. We're in our 30s. At grown ages, there's one thing that you're not going to be able to tell me on why you crossed or did something bad to somebody else. All that, I don't like that person, or that's not enough for me. Only because at this big grown whole number ages, you don't have to hang around a motherfucker, right? And so when you doing things behind somebody's back that you don't have to be around, out of the whole notion, because you just don't fuck with them, you don't respect them, quiet on that. Fuck all that. You sound like a hater that was trying to, this is how I feel about my situation. You sound like a hater that was trying to use me, right? You sound like somebody who couldn't benefit from being around me because I got you away from being around me. And so you try to, you feel some sort of way about it. Then you become all this type of awful person. You weren't trying to help niggas. You were coming around flexing and acting like you got a bad. Whoa. If you follow me on the Instagrams, or if you followed me throughout life, I don't even talk about money, right? Going around somebody and being able to afford your food and drinks and your interest into wherever you're going to is not flexing, right? Taking the vacations that you pay for, that you don't brag about, you may mention something, is not fucking flexing, right? If you can't mention the things that you got going on to the people around you, you're around the wrong people, right? Because not every mention of somebody just mentioning their life and what they're doing is fucking flexing. Now, that may not mean, you may feel some sort of way where you're at in life, so it kind of, like, I can see someone, if you're really fucked up, don't got nothing to eat, money in your pocket's low, I can see not wanting to sit on the phone or talk to somebody who aren't experiencing those troubles. But I will tell you, through that same friendship, I was having money problems myself. I just don't fucking carry myself like that, right? So I'm not at the fucking bar looking for $40 fucking dollars, or looking for somebody to buy my fucking drinks, because I'm going to buy my drinks, or a man is going to buy my drink that's interested or knows me, right? So I'm not out there on that type of come up or looking for anything off of a motherfucker. So I don't understand a nigga looking for anything from me if it's not coming from a genuine place, right? And that's not to say we go out and I know your money's low, I'm gonna buy you a drink. No, fuck that, because I'm a real ass nigga. I'm not even gonna buy you a drink. I'm going to give you, yo, you want to borrow 40 for the night? let you do what you got to do with your 40 while we at where we at, right? That's how I'm going to do it. You ain't even going to come to me and ask me to buy you nothing. Straight up and down. You just get me my 40, right? And so that's taken care of. That's how I move, right? And that has nothing to do with flexing and stuff like that. You are a hater. Your mindset is wrong if you think somebody got to do something for you. Reciprocity is a must in life with people. And at the same time, if you ain't offering that person nothing and you're not able to come through for that person or hold them down in any capacity, they don't owe you nothing. You should not have an attitude where you thought they should have been doing more. Period. Because you should be able to point to something you fucking did for them. And if you can't do that, take that garbage somewhere else. So Bootsy says, hang around people who show you how to get some money instead of showing you they got it. And I immediately was just like, ugh. Because it made me talk of that situation that I just told you about. Hang around people who show you how to get money. So you mean to tell me, let's say, because all I've ever done was go to work, right? So you're talking about show you how to get money, right? If all I've done ever going to work, let's say, let me think about it. Let's say I am rich and famous. Let's say I'm the next Oprah. Let's say that. And I have a long-time homegirl that's always, been around, been a good girlfriend of mine, right? We've always, just never been any problems. Oh, I'm not going to say never any problems because life happens and there's always problems, things come up. But 30 years in, we still 30 years in. That's what I'm saying. And I'm Oprah, right? Motherfucking Gail is Gail, right? She gonna get a show. She gonna get everything from being attached to me in my name. But at the same time, you have to do the work, right? Gail has to go and show up every fucking day and do that job, no matter what her association is. And even if it did open the door for her being associated to Oprah, you have to do the work. You have to show some interest. Even if you did come to your friend and you're just like, oh, I'm trying to get into this. Like, what is your advice? Like, I'm trying to be down. I'm trying to work. You still have to try to do the work. There's just, I don't know. There's just no getting around that. So there's no reason why anybody should think because in association and if someone's doing better than them, that automatically means you would have access to the type of money that they have access to if you're not doing the work that they're doing. That does not mean that, right? And I can show you how to get it bad, but you also have to be invested in that's where you're at in life. Like no one has to upgrade you if you're not trying to upgrade your own fucking situation, right? I've been around people, shit been going on, job not paying them that well and they struggling and stuff like that. Never once did they say like, yo, I'm trying to get into that type of job. Like, what can I do? Like, how do I go about it? Nobody asks those questions, right? So I seen this and he said, instead of showing you they got it, I don't like it. I think that's more or less, I didn't like the meme. Hang around people who show you how to get some money instead of showing you they got it, because that's not showing off. And I think a lot of times because someone shows you that they're living their life, taking care of themselves, nah. So I reposted it and I said, how about don't come around needing shit? Poof. Problem, hashtag proof, hashtag problem solved, hashtag lay low, because there's an art to laying low, right? There's never this is wood. My desk is wood. I can say it without knocking on wood. There's not a nigga out there that's gonna ever say that, oh, I had to do this and this and that for her. We went out and she didn't have this and this and that. Like, there's just, it's not a thing, right? And that's not to say, because that's a blessing. But at the same time, I also know when my money is fucked up, I will lay low. I'd rather stay in the fucking house than be out here looking like a $40 bitch at the bar. Right? So there's levels of expectations. People will talk shit about you. And as much as I've worked in corporate America in biofields and stuff like that, I've also hung coats at the club, right? I've also been a coat girl. Like, I've also done jobs and been bartenders and waitresses and all that other type of stuff. Like, I've also done that type of stuff, right? So I've multi-hustled that type of way. I've never been that girl hustling her pussy or trying to come up on niggas. I've always tried to have multiple streams of incomes. So when I have somebody around me that has an expectation of what you give and how can you help them, but they're not even doing the bare minimum of asking you a question or how they can get in that field or how can they get, fuck you. Fuck you. And your mama should have told you. That's how I feel about it. Because it's nobody else's job to make you ask questions. So yeah, that's how I feel. Don't come around needing. I'm not coming around you because I need something from you. If I build a friendship, try to build a friendship with you, it's not because I'm trying to build a friendship with you because I can get something off of you. right? If we meet through like business situations and then we become friends, then we knew like the arrangement within or the context of the friendship and how it was set up was based off of making money with each other. So that's a reasonable expectation. If I ain't never talked to you about making money together or whatever, whatever, that ain't what we fucking doing. Like, I'm not from the street. I'm not a street girl, right? So all I do and know how to do is fucking work. All right, so that's my little bougie update, my little rant. All right, so let's get into the stories that I wanted to talk about. All right, so we were talking about goofy ass, corny ass kind of behavior. And, Tina Snow, and that is AKA, Meg Thee Stallion. We are on the Shade Room. Make sure you check them out. So we're on the Shade Room. So let's see. We have Meg Thee Stallion. So if you follow pop culture and hip hop, you know who Meg Thee Stallion is. She's a rapper. She's someone I'm not really feeling right now because of a few past actions of her inconsistency with being a woman who swears she's for women's right, but just seems to be about herself, right? She never comes out. She doesn't speak against men in that way, right? But she'll speak out against a man who goes against her, right? I think she needs to figure herself out. And I think it was over the summer, early in the summer, I had tweeted that we're going to go through a lot of phases where this girl is figuring herself out. And there's nothing wrong with that because when you're young, that's just a part of fucking life. But at the same time, she got to understand that people are going to call out the inconsistencies of what she's doing, right? You can't say that you're about women's rights and protect black women when you will work with these same type of men. Now, I've said this before. I don't know if I released that. You'll work with these same type of men, right? And you only seem to only call out things to have to do with you that you're centered in, right? You don't call out. We've watched so many of these different stories. Like the baby had hit a woman before, punched a woman in the face. He had allegedly killed a man in a store, who from what I've read and from what I've seen from on YouTube, allegedly these were fans of his and his ego, right? Something happened between the interaction between these two fans and him and his ego, and which led to some type of argument and which led to someone being dead, right? And I'm just saying, let's be consistent on what we've seen about his public behavior and his inability to control his anger, right? That has been a consistent theme since we've heard about the baby. I said that in the last video, right? And I only bring this up because Meg has always featured and did songs with him. Now, if you go back and even look at all right, I'm gonna go back and take that out. All right, so I wanted to talk about her, right? Because she's okay with being featured and and being around problematic people, right? But not until it has something to do with her. Then she wants to call it out. Then she wants to get the troops out, but will lay low, say nothing about anybody else. That's not how. If you are going to be a woman activist or be a woman, like whatever you want to call yourself, if you are going to be a supporter and stand on that platform or stand on that movement, it's not a pick and choose. You can't pick and choose. So you got to pick a side on what you want to do. And that's where, her figuring herself out comes a lot. Because when we sat back and looked at all, like, I'm not sit back, but when you sit back and look at that first case, she talks about being in an abusive relationship or she got hit by her boyfriend and she got arrested. She was holding him down, right? So there's that, right? You have her supporting, not supporting, but you have her when the situation happened with Tory Lanez. She didn't come out and say nothing. She had to be made in the sense of everything happening, him being dirty and grimy behind her back. That's when she decided to come out and talk about that. It wasn't as if though she was standing up for herself and making this nigga be responsible. It was because she was willing to hold him down after being shot. So it's like that type of goofy mentality that we've been seeing from Meg. All right, so back to this post. I feel bad because she posted, all right. I feel bad because I haven't really been being myself lately, and I think the hotties can tell. I just can't stand social media. Okay, I mean, that's an innocent post. I get on here, people be talking about deceased parents and all kinds of rude shit. I don't even want to see it. And that is most definitely the internet. That's not right. I mean, granted, that's not right. Like, why is somebody talking about deceased parents, or why are people talking about her deceased parents? Like, that's just weird. But I do know from what we've seen lately in the social media spare is that people will come out and make it seem like they're being bullied, or they're having emotional distress, or they may be depressed, or any of that. People will come out and put all of that out there. And sometimes they put it out there in terms of like, you know, they have a rollout. They just want to make sure they're staying active in the blogs, because that shit really matters. Placement matters. So when you have Meg, whose mother died, rest in peace to Holly, who's died, like I think it's about 2 or 3 years now, come out and say that just now, right? Current day, people are talking about her mother. Not this was not something that we heard before this. A lot of you know, it just seems very, this one, it seems very convenient. Is this the first time people said something about your parents that made you feel some sort of way? Cool. I'm not saying it to say that that's something somebody should be saying. That's not why we're here. But it just seems convenient sometimes with certain things. And, you know, my co-host in the comments, someone wrote, she put the cognac down. And then that's what someone wrote to what she wrote. I feel bad because I really feel like I am being in myself. So someone saying, but you're not drinking no more. And then she wrote back like, bitch, what are you even talking about? She put the that's her response to that. I knew that's what people thought. There's something missing in this post. Maybe I didn't save it, but I know I seen it because it was like, there's a lot of people who called her out for, you know, centering herself and only really coming forward and talking about the internet because it's affecting her now. It was okay. The internet was okay when Tory Lanez was getting shitted on. And I'm not saying he shouldn't have, because most definitely he should have. But it was okay then, right? All those rude and fucked up things I was saying to Tory Lanez. It was okay when Kelsey Nicole was being accused and being lied on. It was okay then, right? You didn't step up to say anything about those nasty and those threats and all that shit to Kelsey Nicole. And this is why I opened it the way I did about the inconsistencies of who she is as a person. Makes her seem extremely phony as fuck. Right? I think this is it. First comment up is my comment. And I feel my comment, and I stand on that. So, you can intimidate a grown-ass woman. Okay? Megan Thee Stallion shares why she doesn't like social media anymore. She even had to check a fan. Okay, so we seen this earlier on the Shade Room. Like, bitch, what are you even talking about? Okay, she put the girl. You know what they talking about, and you know them people say that you's a drunk. You know that, like, you know them people's at the label said you's not somebody they like to work with because you sloppy. We've seen video of you being and acting kind of sloppy recently. We've also know like there's been incidents. So I mean that's really weird. This rebranding has been kind of weird. Like there was an article that I just if you can't say, some moments you do be like, if you can't say something nice at all, don't say nothing at all. And then I came across this article and she was like, I literally have a small, close knit circle of friends. But then the comments underneath were like, girl, you came in here trying to be friends with everybody. Like, come on, which one is it? And then granted, we're talking we're talking personal versus networking and being in the industry. But at the same time, you came in as if you thought you were a friendly girl. And in everybody's face. I don't like that. I'm not that girl. Like, I'm not in everybody's face. Like, that's not cool. I mean, that's not cute. I mean, it's okay. Like, networking, you out, you meet people, but like some people just be in everybody's face. Megan Thee Stallion shares why she doesn't like social media anymore. She even had to check a fan. I said she mildly slow and knows what mofos is talking about concerning her phony ass. Stay off the internet then. Period. Exactly. Same people act like you are not human with issues, and no one is saying that she's not human with issues. We're just saying be consistent about how you show up, right? And this is not consistent. The internet is toxic as fuck. So if I definitely don't blame her one bit. Very understandable. I don't blame her. Not she put the cognac down. Yeah, I can't imagine being a celebrity. In the social media era, people have too much freedom to just say whatever they want without consequences. And that comment is this type of shit she talking about. That someone said they put the cognac down. Like, no, you got to get the fuck off the internet, Meg. If She put the cognac down. Like, what did it do to you? It made you depressed? Like, you don't know what people are saying about your drinking? Is that what we're gonna pretend like on these internets? Like, these are the comments that are breaking you down. Girl, it came out that you drank too much. Like, no, that's not. No, nah, I don't blame her. I don't blame her. Yeah. Y'all don't like her, but keep her family out of it. Some people be doing too much, be going hard for celebrities who don't even know of your existence. It's weird. Who's going hard? Like, you can make a comment without going hard. Like, that's retarded. Can't blame her. People are so rude on social media. She know what they are talking her drinking way too much. Like, come on. Like, I real shit right here, girl. You know where it's coming from. If someone says she gotta have a song drop, and some of that other shit be like, okay, y'all stands. I mean, I love you, baby, but that's what happened when you play both sides, and that is, who is this? Shade King. Who is this person? Oh, it's private, because we were gonna check that person out because we like that. I don't even really be clicking on shit and looking at people, but I like that. Like, girl, you playing both sides, and we know. Like, we literally can feel it. It's literally, I literally said, like, when you said that, what's his name? Party taught you respect. I said, girl, what is you gonna come out and say to these people now? Like, you can't. That's just weird. That was weird then. She gotta have a song dropping. Laugh my no, laugh my ass off. Yo, not she, but the cognac down. What? That's so funny. I don't know. Okay, yo, that comment's not even gonna lie. Funny, because she was driving the boat for a few years. That's why they said that. Why take offense? She's known for driving the boat. Like, that's what people are like. That's the annoying part. Sympathy and payola. What is she trying to drop? And she will single out a fan page that has Nikki Abbey. Girl, bye. Listen, listen, listen. Some of these comments sometimes I listen. The way that people are picking up what she's putting down, like, girl. I never heard or seen someone talk about her deceased parents, and that's it right there. That's the comment. Because that's why I said to you guys, like, what they saying? How long they been saying it? Right? And so how are we only highlighting a comment that's talking about her drinking and nothing to do with her parents? Release that comment. Let us see what was the context of that comment. Don't just be falling for people coming out here just telling y'all something. Same way y'all fell for Lizzo buying her mama some clothes. Lizzo has like 3 fucking albums, okay? If Lizzo's just getting around to her fucking mama, I'm just saying. I am just saying. Clothes, not a fucking house. I know niggas who got in record deals, first album, and they bought their mama houses. And that's not to say I don't know nobody's pockets, but you're not going to sit up here and tell me you're just now getting around to buying your mama some clothes. You ain't even had to go pick it out. You just now getting around to buying your mama some clothes? Get the fuck out of here, girl. Go sit down somewhere. You be doing things for little, because you trying to keep that cutesy clean image, and so you be trying to do things to come off as like this sweet girl. And that shit is really weird, because I don't even know if I thought Lizzo was as old as she is, the way she's behaving, to be completely honest. Her fans do the same to the other girls. Okay, Erica Bank gets it the worst because she doesn't have a large fan base to at least defend her. But the hotties body shame and attack her relentlessly. Do you tell hotties to leave other people alone? Don't partake in that behavior? Of course not, because it's surrounded by you. It's for you, so you're okay with it. I don't blame her. Stay off social media then. Yeah, that's literally, and this is what happens, and this is why I have a hard time now, even when it comes to like mental health and all this other stuff. Like, y'all are making it harder for people who are actually dealing with mental health issues, right? Y'all are making it harder for people to actually want to go and sit with a mental health person, because the shit that you guys are claiming for these little reasons don't be it. Like y'all are using mental health in a way that makes people not care, right? It makes people not care. Turns people off. that in effect will cause people to be turned off to the people in real life that probably needs help from them, because it's oversaturation of people always talking about their depression that seems really contrived, because it's like you can go from, and I get it, like one day you're up, one day you're down, if you know, if you're going through depression, and that's just human nature. I'm not going to say it's depression, because I think people forget that you're human, right? And people forget there's just some days you just don't feel like yourself. And I don't know if I feel like that's all depression, but it just is what it is. Some days you don't feel like yourself. The D word is for you and your doctor to determine if you are suffering from long-term depression, but it's not for people to be critically looking at you and saying that, oh, you're depressed, and they don't know you all like that. Uh, Girl, you knew exactly what she was talking about. It's the playing dumb for me. See, and this is the shit that's turning people off. Like, and this is when people use the word authentic and stuff like that and genuine. She does not come across as authentic. She does not. It's not consistent. The message is not consistent. And sometimes you can hear something and you need to ask somebody about their message. But at this point, like, she's been all over the place. And sympathy and payola. Stay on Twitter is disgusting. I feel you, Meg. Real life is better. Okay. I'm sorry. The second slide. They do the same thing to Nikki every day. They do. And she's not crying as much as some of these new girls are. It's the world. People always got shit to say. Facts. I don't care if a person is a celebrity or not. No human should be bullied every day on the internet. It's sad. Where's the bullying? Let me look up bullying. Because I literally thought bullying is like an action, right? I really did. I think bullying to me is an action. To seek to harm, intimidate, and coerce someone's perceived as valuable. Her 11-year-old son has been constantly bullied at school. So it says here, I have pulled up the definition. School bullying has its own. It says to seek to harm, intimidate, or coerce. In parentheses, it says someone perceived as valuable. Seek to harm, intimidate, or coerce. What part of just providing your opinion fits the meaning of what bullying is, or what a bully is? What do you think? And what do you think bullying is? Bullying is when someone uses their power to control or harm someone else. It's aggressive and meant to hurt, like an attack. Bullies are often physically bigger or more popular in school than their victims, which gives them their power. Not all bullying is physical. Totally agree. But there has to be some type of, like, they're able to control your circumstances. They're able to really affect you in terms of what they're doing. And at the same time, Meg, you are looking at these comments. You are partaking in the social media. I just don't think that's bullying, right? You wake up every morning, you're not intimidated by somebody. Like, that's not bullying. And I think that goes to her say with like how people feel and why people try to take every little thing now as and make it as bullying, right? You can't go look for bullshit and then be mad. But at the same time, if these people aren't directly sending you messages, and you said this person, you know, did they send you a message? Let me look. Did they send you this message, or you just seen it? Okay, so if you notice, she's not added in this. They didn't add her name, right? They just wrote a comment and she's responding. So nobody's, if we're not talking about behavior where somebody's coming to your page every fucking day, or they're emailing you, they're affecting your life in some type of way, then I just don't consider it bullying. And it's a physical, and it doesn't have to be physical, but there's components to it that this just doesn't fit. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. What else are they saying in these comments? Because I like the comments. It becomes pathetic. Like, why do you follow or comment? Because it's the internet and you can follow. I'm not going to say it because I don't follow her either. But, you know, okay, it's not why people are on the internet for followers, but comment on people that you don't like, a little obsessive. Yeah, that's not what obsessive means. Let's look at that too. I was watching this cooking show, and this woman, she was caught. I know this is so random. And this is what made me think about people talking about things and not know what they're talking about. But anyway, I was watching this show, and it's a cooking show, and this woman was making something. And she had this specific way that she chopped her green onions, right? And she said this worked best for her because she believed, because she gave her reasons. Whatever the reasons was, this is what she believed. But she then said, I guess I'm a little obsessive because I have to have it chopped this way. And I don't know if I told you guys, like I did a lot of time reading, doing a lot of times about reading because it became really in for people to talk about on Clubhouse about neuroscience and to talk about being on the spectrum and to talk about autism, and talk about ADHD. There's a lot of conversation on Clubhouse about that. So I wanted to read into these different things and see how someone is considered and da da da. And one of the consistent things that I found is like as human beings, I don't think people realize when it comes to like figuring out someone is on the I think figuring out someone's on the spectrum, they have listed under there like OCD and a host of other things, right? I would go and pull something else up and they'd have certain things and a host of things listed under of like what is considered to have, like, let's say I'm trying to let's say you're trying to say that someone exhibits some type of behavior, right? Whatever you feel like, that you may feel like they psychotic, you may feel like this, right? You may feel like somebody is bipolar, you may feel like someone is schizophrenia, you may feel like all those things, right? But when you go and look at certain things and certain disorders and stuff like that, you start to realize there's all these check boxes of possibly of signs and different things, and you're like, well damn, I check off every fucking thing, right? And that's where I'm at with it. When you have people talking about people being on spectrums, or you have people talking about people potentially having ADHD and stuff like that, you don't know what you're talking about to call certain things out, right? So I bring it back to the woman I'm watching, and she's cutting up her onions, and she believes the way she cuts it up in terms of flavor, crunchiness, and all this other stuff, it helps her to do it this way. She said, oh, I know it might be a little obsessive that I have to cut it this way. And I just remember thinking, I hate that people think that that's what obsessive compulsive disorder is. I hate that. And I know this was long and to get to that point, because it's not that. It's not because you found a new method that works for whatever your reasons, and it seems you can describe it and it's a good method that maybe I can use as somebody else. That doesn't make you obsessive that you feel like it has to be done that way. That's what a recipe is. It has to be done the same exact way to get the desired results that you want, right? So to see someone use like just her mere chopping as something to say, oh, I guess that makes me obsessive. And it's just like, no. And that's the miseducation that's out here today, because that's not what that is. You have a method that works. Obsessive is if you, what is obsessive? You need to enforce that same method on everybody fucking else. You go around making sure everyone's doing it the way you do it, right? Then you're kind of obsessive, but it's not coming up with a method of on how to do things. Like, that's just weird as fuck. All right. So, yeah, I mean, those are my thoughts on Meg Thee Stallion and everything. Not pick the wrong side. That's all. Let's see. Sympathy and payola. That's what the people are saying. This seems like a single comment. Okay. Anytime an artist express their feelings, I swear, y'all swear they want sympathy. When has it not been because they want sympathy? We just seen Lizzo do it. We've seen quite a few artists recently just do it. We've seen Kevin Gates do it. No, not Kevin Gates. No, I won't say that. We did not see that. Who else have we seen it? Oh, we seen Jim Jones come out and tell us that he had COVID. I don't know if it's true. No, I don't believe it. I'll be completely honest. But we've seen quite a few people who would try to have something salacious or be called out for something, and then they literally try to come back with either some type of charity. Fucking Kodak Black is really good with like giving away his money, I guess, whatever. But then at the same time, months later, he still be on bullshit. But he does a really good of capturing a moment to kind of give him a good look. But there's a lot of artists that would do that. Oh, listen, this is it right here. This is it. We done. And I seen this comment before, so I'm so glad I found it again. This would be understandable had she had this would be understandable had she and her friend not left death threats to Kelsey or demand a fan's mom for possibly working at a grocery store. What? Demeaned, okay, to Kelsey or demeaned a fan's mom for possibly working at a grocery store. And listen, I was listening to somebody else who is from her state that has their own show on YouTube that also said that she's not known for being like a nice, like being in nice like being in a crowd where they're like nice people, like, and they cool, right? She's not known for that either in Houston. So I'm just saying that's what the blog is saying. I'm just saying that's what I heard. That's what I heard. So it be y'all don't be knowing these people. Stop calling these people sweet and all this other shit. You don't know these people. Y'all don't be knowing these people. Y'all too comfortable with like, ooh, that's crazy. All right, I'm actually about to get off of here. That's funny because I have never seen them. It does take away from that because I'm sure if MTS and her friends were sending threats to somebody, it would be all over social media. That much I know for a fact. So like I said, unless you have proof and you are beyond, yeah, girl, there's proof that actually Kelsey came out and said it. And then there was another girl that rolls with Meg that came out just said when I see her that it's up. So I don't know like what proof, but it's most definitely out there. And go do your own fucking research. You are beyond naive and must filter through the shade room as your prime as your prime resource. I didn't see it, so it did not happen. Good night. That type of ignorance, like star you are dope. Oh, so no proof, just like I thought. Have a good day. Yeah, girl, ain't nobody got time to go back with the slow. Like, nobody, like, if I say something and you don't believe it or you want to see the proof, go fucking look it up. Like, for real. Period. I mean, the last question was valid. She needed a break from everything to cope with her life. Yeah, it was valid. You put the cognac down. And that's exactly what I've been saying. That's why Beyonce don't follow anyone or interact with anyone. Point proven on the second slide. Well, now she understands how Kelsey feels too. Like, listen, girl, get up the fuck out our face. How about that? I'm gonna leave it off on there. I thought I was gonna include the second topic, but I'm gonna split it up. I gotta put a lot of more videos out, so I might as well split it up. All right, y'all, that's all I got. I just think she's goofy as fuck, and I just think, there was a story that I had saved. I literally, okay, because let's give it more context on why I feel this way. Because there was another story not too long ago, and I was like, okay, I had included it in a video that I never posted, but it was about her, and it was like she was getting called out again for the same shit of being inconsistent. Where is it at? Where is it at? You know how I do my save shit. Let me have my shit saved that I potentially want to talk about. Where is it at? She was talked about not too long ago. And this is what we're saying, that sometimes she'll just pop up randomly. And like I said, just to be active. And I mean, you can't be mad at it. It's a part of keeping yourself out there so you can be booked and so that you can be a part of the conversation. Nobody is doing this not to be a part of the conversation. I think people forget that sometimes too. I'm not forgetting it. Like, all this, putting all your business out there, y'all signed up for this bullshit. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about, because Beyonce really do give you what she want and drops that mic and mind her fucking business and lives her life. Niggas start paying y'all no mind, ignoring you. Next thing you know, we gonna start seeing documentaries. People just dropped me. I didn't know what to do with myself. Okay, so here was a story that came out. This shit was weird to people. Meg Thee Stallion opens up about why she keeps a small group of friends and doesn't talk to people. It's not good for me. It's no secret that Meg Thee Stallion keeps a close circle. In fact, usually when she's with friends, it's always the same people. During an interview with Essence magazine, she explained why that is. There are probably approximately 4 people around me on a daily basis. She says, I don't see a lot of people. I don't talk to a lot of people because I feel like it's not good for me. I can understand that. Megan has often rapped about people who want to get close to those with fame or material goods. I figured out that my personal space is what keeps me balanced and it's what keeps me centered, she continued. Most definitely, I feel that. Megan went on to say, but that's so funny. I agree with her. As much as I'm an introvert, extrovert, like I've always known who the fuck I am, right? I am at home. I am really much more quiet into myself. Like at home, like that introvert kicks in. I like to just do what I want to do. Yeah, like I don't know. I like to stay to myself, like in my everyday at home life, to be completely honest with you. Now, when I'm out and I'm socializing, a whole different person, like whole completely different person. Like life of the room sometimes if I want to, but floating like a butterfly, that type of vibe. So believe me when I say I'm fucking confused by all this, but single white female type shit going on here. But always having fun, and everybody I was always around was always having fun. So, but whatever. But that's my vibe when I'm out. Very extrovert at times, and depends on the room. Like I'm one of those people. Like it depends on when I'm supposed to get out this room, right? If it's a room where I see some potential people to network, move up with, and all this other stuff, oh baby, the charm is up. Everything is bigger than life. Bigger than life. I will tell you, I'm bigger than life because okay, I'm working. I see some work in this room. Not no work like sexual work, but I see some potential, some opportunities, some people I should be, some faces I should be in, okay? I'm not in no regular just ass niggas' faces. Period. Pooh. Anyway, Megan went on to say that these days she's focusing on her album, something she says is helping her get back to herself. While she didn't reveal the features, she says it'll be lot of shit talking. Thoughts? Yeah. Okay. This same no, that's a different person. So somebody says personal space is key. However, sometimes your enemies are closer than you think. You ain't lying about that. The cover. I could have sworn she was friendly. She was friending everyone up. That's what I said to y'all. And then someone wrote, "That's cap." Now, Megan, cut the lies. Like, how many times can people tell you stop fucking lying? It's too early to start the day off with the lies. And so I'm sorry. I'm not even going to sit through this. I seen this girl throwing drinks down everybody's mouth, but now she got a small group of friends. Megan, sis, let's not. Like, left out. She learned her lesson after trying to befriend the whole industry. So I guess we all often, she don't know what nobody's talking about. Clearly she learned this after a hard lesson, but this is known in the industry. You got to keep a small circle. Them folks ain't for you. I'm going to save this post so I can read the comments on my way to work. So this person's like me. Ooh, comment reading, like, cause it be the comments, like, because some of these bloggers who are getting this money from these people, they're, they on a take. Like some shit they be reporting. I'm just like, why are we even hearing about this right now? But there's been that type of inconsistency with her that people has repeatedly called out. There was another one, and I don't see it, that people recently called out. And it's when she came out and said something about somebody getting domestic violence or something. I thought I said that. And people called her out like, oh, so now you want to talk about women being abused while you've been working with everybody? So, yeah, it's on here somewhere. But y'all get my drift. I've spent enough time on her. Y'all be... Ain't this some bullshit? I'm sorry, y'all. I was trying to sign off. And then I seen this shit. This is the shit I hate. Y'all remember this crate challenge girl? She was in her hood. And she did the crate challenge. Where, if y'all haven't seen it, y'all see it right here on the screen, right?
And she don't know what to do. Hey, everybody said go south, go west, go east.
Y'all see it.
Come on, man. Man, I'm gonna buy you a zombie.
She did it. Okay. Now, when I first seen this video, I thought this was dope. I thought it's sometimes the message for somebody who family is from the projects and grew up going out to the projects over the summer and having a good time, and it being about community and cookouts and stuff like that, and having, music playing, doing our electric slide shit. I think sometimes that's missing. Sometimes the messaging of like real family, real community is happening in the hood, right? Sometimes. So I think sometimes that message doesn't get out enough because it's so much despair is happening. So that becomes the conversation. So I really did enjoy seeing people out in the community just having fun around something, even though it's dangerous as fuck and something that I wouldn't do because, okay, that snapback. Oh, the thought of falling makes me so scared. Now, with that being said, right, this woman was able to raise $1,000 for, everybody came up with money. Whoever could do it first got the money. Dope as fuck. I thought that was dope. Now look, these niggas ain't shit. Viral crate challenge winner slammed for not sharing $1,000 prize with 5 allegedly abandoned kids. I can't stand the internet. A woman named Shantika Lowry from Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out Ohio. My family is in Columbus. Go out there a lot. Ohio has been receiving praise on social media for winning a crate challenge. But some folks who know her in real life are not smiling, apparently. Okay. It'd be those folks who know you in real life, right? Listen, the thing about the internet will build you up and take you down. Like, again, this happened on August 20th, and this was released on August 20th. This is probably a week after she won, right? So they really they really get in your business. According to sources who reached out to on site, Shantika has her mother raising her kids for the last 40 months. Why they can't just put the year in that? Like, okay, so we know 12 and 4, we can drop the 2 off of the 12, and 10, 20, 30, 40, that's 40. So that's at least almost 4 years, and that's only short of 2, 4, 6 of 8 days, right? So we have her not having her kids for 4 years and 8 days, right? She has not had her kids. The babies are reportedly ages 7, 6, 5, and 4. She had a baby. She had 4 kids right after each other and decided that's too much. I can't take it. Whoa. 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 So the youngest is 4. So you went back and had the 4th kid when you didn't even have the other kids? All like that? The babies are reportedly ages 7, 6, 5, 4, and there's a 10-month-old she was pregnant with and later gave up as well. Oh my God! It's a 10-month-old. The sources claim allegedly she hasn't seen the kids since 2019. They added, oh, she is a hood bugger. Oh, this bitch is gross. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel about that. Got the money and did you go buy the kids at least did you go buy the kids at least a happy fucking meal? You can't buy your kids an ice cream, nothing? So you think you had them kids for your mama? This bitch right here is trifling. You can tell right now. Is that what she about to roll up? Yeah, this bitch is trifling. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Pregnant with, she just out here having babies. I don't give a fuck. Like, condoms and birth control don't exist. Like, girl, go. It ain't for you. You don't want it. We're told Shantika was arrested back in 2019 for attempted murder, and her family paid a lawyer $10,000 to fight her charges. Unfortunately, we're told when she got off house arrest, she never wanted to retrieve her kids from her mother. Instead, she allegedly asked for her car keys and expressed her mom can keep them. What? As of now, the prize winner allegedly owes $10,000 in child support to her family, but has yet to make a payment. Since going viral, the 29-year-old has been boasting about securing the cash. She even claimed to have received random cash apps from folks entertained by the viral video. Click. Do y'all think Shantika should share her prize money with her kids? We can't confirm or deny claims in the reports based on the Click submitted information. Damn, Queen of the Bounce Back said they aired her out over $1,000. I can see her family being mad. I'm pretty sure they dropped the dime because it's like, bitch, you're being celebrated for being a deadbeat mom. So I hear you, it's over $1,000, but it looks like she didn't even go and buy the kids an ice cream. Like McDonald's done fixed the ice cream machine, and this bitch didn't even care to buy them like a sundae. Ice cream sundae from McDonald's. Well, that escalated fast. Listen, the internet is no joke. This is the first time I've seen these comments. Okay, we just okay, can we just enjoy the video and never see her again? Thanks, we're done. Yeah, we all set with this bird brain bitch, to be completely honest. Attempted murder, hold up. We're not going to speed past. Exactly. We are not going to speed past that. We are not going to speed past that. You didn't say what you just said, Kevin Hart Sports. I mean, I'm going to avoid Cleveland because attempted murder. Now, I do, when we go to Cleveland, I do drive through Cleveland. Listen to me. Let me tell y'all something about me. I am a foodie. Like, to the point where, like, I have folders on my Instagram saved of different restaurants. So when my family drives from here to Ohio to Columbus, there's this restaurant in Cleveland. I can't think of the name, but they have these like gourmet mountain-sized pastrami Sandwiches. Y'all know I had my family get the fuck off the highway to find this restaurant in Cleveland, okay? And I freaking love this fucking pastrami. It was so good. It's so good. I mean, it's just like one of those old fashioned New York deli type of pastrami type of sandwiches. Like it's so good. I'm sorry, but that's the type of person I am. Like I want to stop. Like I even did it last year when we went to Philadelphia. We drove through Pennsylvania. We got off and drove through Philadelphia and had us a Philly steak and cheese. Now I was trying to find Saad's restaurant. I don't know why that GPS was fucking up, but I couldn't. But listen, that's me. And this, what the fuck she doing? 5. And this, what the fuck she doing? Yeah, that's a hood booger. Fucking everything, basically. Breeding herself. Now, who lost then went and told this girl business? Not her fucking family. They put up the money to get this bitch out of jail. And then she gonna drop her kids because she out here living dangerously. Fuck her. Dang, she couldn't even get her full 15 minutes. No, you don't deserve it. 7654. What type of fucking countdown is that? How she ain't seen them since 2019, and one of her babies not even one yet. That's crazy. So what you do with the 10-month-old, right, girl? I love who's this person? The real T. I don't know what their name is, but I like this person. Goes, what you do with the 10-month-old? You ain't seen the other one since 2019. They said so. So you just having the babies and then dropping them off at your mama's? Y'all let these kids be. These kids are too comfortable. I knew a parent one time growing up. She let one of the kids come home after her daughter had a kid. I remember this as she let one of her kids come home. Right? What did she have first? She had a son. Okay, cool. She was teenage pregnancy. She's 16 years old, so she let one of her kids come home. Right? You know, this heifer had a nerve to turn around. I think she had got out of juvie this time. And have another kid? No. I think the baby was only like 2. Like baby was no, I'm sorry, the baby made him just be 1. Okay, this mother didn't pay that. No, that second kid can't come here. That second kid can't come here. So the first kid, I guess the mother got attached to her first grandson, but she wasn't gonna get attached to no second kid. And I can't say that I blame her. Not to say that send your grandchild away, but if I make you that comfortable that you keep on rolling up in here with fucking kids, oh baby, I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you. I'm feeling me. I'm putting more on me. Okay. Man, the internet don't love nobody. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be black as F. Y'all be bougie. Y'all be posh. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I am out. Bye.